session of class 12 business studies, we will be going to discuss one more concept related with the organization or organizing. Today we will be discussing about the structure that is based on the products. When the company produces more than one product, okay, so in that form of company or in that form of business where there is a diversification of the products, or if there are more than one products which are to be produced by the company, so there should be the separate division for each and every product. The working of each and every product should be undertaken in a separate division. So today we will be going to discuss about the divisional organization structure. Divisional organization structure is based on the concept that the enterprise's work is divided into two or more divisions. When there are two or more than two divisions, depending on the products, depending on the territory, anything. If there are more products, let's say you are producing truck also, you are producing buses also, and you are producing car also as an automobile company. So there will be different division for truck, different for bus and different for car. In the same way, you can go for the division structure on the basis of territory or the regions also. As the business is expanding day by day, there is a large scale business which is being done. So you can divide your business according to the territory also, like northern division, southern division, western division. So on the basis of this territory or the region also, it can be divided. But mostly when we are speaking about the divisional organization structure, it is said that this is the structure which is depending on the number of products. If the number of products are being produced which are more than one, so we have to follow the divisional organization structure. Now when we are following the divisional organization structure, what are the benefits of this structure? इसके फायदे क्या हैं? तो advantages of this structure we can discuss. So the benefit of these structures are optimizing the profits. Okay, this is the structure in which each and every division puts the best effort in optimizing the profit of the organization. Because when the work is done into different divisions, so each and every employee, right from the management to the lower level employee of that division, he tried to put his maximum efforts or the best effort in optimizing the profits of the organization. So profit optimization is one of the benefit of this form of business. Then comes quick decision making. In this form of divisional structure, that is, the decisions are taken quickly because the person who is the head of a particular division, he has to take the decision related with the working of his division, and there is no need for him to ask to any other person that what he has to do. So when the quick decisions are taken, the quick results are being obtained, and when the quick results are being obtained, then you can see that quickly you can take the action and you can get more and more profit. Okay, so quick decision is another advantage of this form of business. Okay, then comes the next one, that is advantage of division of labor. You are also getting the advantage of the division of labor. Why? Because when you are working in the divisional organization structure, so you get this benefit that you are putting the right labor at the right place. Okay, so the labor or the workers or the employees are appointed according to their skills and the specialization, and you are seeing that they are working with full efficiency in those departments. Then comes economy. Here we are also getting the various type of economy. यहाँ पे हमें कुछ फायदे भी होते हैं because there are number of activities which are common for both the divisions. कुछ एक्टिविटीज ऐसी होती है जो कॉमन होती है बिटवीन ईच एंड एवरी डिवीजन, लाइक वी हैव कॉमन फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट, we have common legal department, here we have common personal department. So what are expenses we can reduce in this department will naturally give us the benefit, and then we can see that the other departments which are also created under this are working with full efficiency under the guidance of these particular departments or this particular management person. Okay, so there is a economy, and according to the specialization we are giving the work, because we have seen this thing, the division of labor. So when work is being allotted according to the specialization, there is the minimum wastage of the resources which is taking place. There is no duplication of work which is taking place. So ultimately all this thing will help us in getting the various type of economies. Then come possibility of the growth of the people. Individual growth of the people will take place. Okay, growth possibility. There is the possibility that each and every person's growth will take place, because when you are working in the divisional organization structure, it gives you the opportunity to work in the different areas. Okay, so when you get the opportunity to work in the different areas of your division, then you get this opportunity that you are developing yourself. So there is a possibility or the growth possibility of each and every individual. Now we move to some of the disadvantage of this form of business. इसके नुकसान क्या है इस organization structure के? So when we are talking about the disadvantage, it is very expensive, because we have to create a self-contained division for each and every product. For every product you have to make a separate division, and when the separate divisions are taking place, there are separate departments which are being created. There may be some common department, there may be some common heads, but apart from that, each and every division working is being divided into separate department, and for working in the separate department we need the number of persons also who have to work in those departments. So ultimately it is a very expensive structure. ये एक बहुत एक्सपेंसिव स्ट्रक्चर के रूप में सामने आता है. Then in difference to the other department, in difference shown towards each other, because when you are working for a particular department or a particular division, you are only worried about the working of your division, and you are not worried about the working of the other department or the other division. So this type of indifference which you are showing, ultimately it prove harmful for the organization. So indifference to other department. Then comes the next disadvantage, that is related with lack of control by the headquarter. There is a lack of controlling by the headquarter, because headquarter is also not in the position to control the various departments or various types of divisions, and in those divisions there are number of departments, so it is not easy for the headquarter to keep the watch on each and every division and each and every department. So this type of things when are taking place, the headquarter may lose their control over the various department, and this create the feeling in the minds of those departments that they are not being taken care by the management, so they are not working according to the likings of the management or what is needed by the management. So this is a lack of control by headquarter. Then comes the next drawback in this category, that is unhealthy divisional competition. There is an unhealthy divisional competition taking place. In order to supersede, you are involved in an unhealthy divisional competition. And when we are involved in unhealthy divisional competition, what it takes place? It creates the problem in the organization, and it shows that there is no harmony in the organization, and the congenial atmosphere is not taking place in the organization, because you want to show your supremacy over each other and you want to do this thing, you try to enter into the unhealthy competition with each other. Okay, so these are some of the drawbacks. So today we have discussed in this concept that what is divisional organization structure, what are the merits and the demerits of the divisional organization structure, that is advantages and disadvantages. And on the basis of this thing, we can say that this type of organization is mostly suitable in the large size business organization, or where the different types of goods are being produced, okay, where the number of goods which are being produced are more than one. So this form of business divisional organization structure is suitable in those form of business organization. Thank you and have a nice day.